Hello and welcome back, all my Dragon Ball theorists. A world beyond was first referenced in a conversation between the Oracle Fish and Whis early on in Goku and Vegeta's training. There was a comparison between that of a god's power and their current level. That if they don't increase their power before they become Super Saiyan, they won't be able to see the world beyond. There is the Dragon Ball universe in which everyone lives out their lives in a reality in which time flows. And there are powers of creation and destruction. There are 12 universes with gods, their angels, and structured hierarchy that answers to Zeno, who is the king of everything. The Omni King sits on top of the known multiversal throne, but he is only the king of everything in the known multiverse. Once future Zeno erased Trunks' timeline to destroy Universal Zamasu, he erased all that is known and remained in this void until Goku had his brilliant idea to unite different Zenos. It was at this moment we would realize with two Zenos that we began to question just how powerful is the Omni King if there can be two of them. That Zeno isn't all-powerful, all-knowing, and well, definitely not the creator. To complicate this even further, there are 7 known timelines, which means there were 7 Zenos out there overseeing their reality. So who governs all the Zenos and the creation of realities? Who watches over time itself and was there in the beginning? What is the world beyond? This place beyond and above time itself. We know that the angels are absolved from being erased by Zeno. They are divine beings and exempt from this type of punishment. In fact, we know that Zeno has never erased any angels, which I did cover in a video called What Zeno Can't Erase. Besides the anime where the Grand Priest said they can't be erased, we learned in a panel in the manga that when Zeno was going to erase the 8 weakest universes, the Grand Priest said, "Very well, my lord, then let the guides or angels in the designated universes withdraw." The Grand Priest, who was appointed to govern over the divine beings, had his staff ready to withdraw the angels out of the known universes which they reside and have them return to the world beyond. Which means there's a lot more to the god hierarchy than has been revealed. While it is true that it is Zeno who stands on top of the known universes, it's the Grand Priest who possesses the power to guide Zeno so he can observe it. The Daishinkan is the conduit between what is known and unknown. It's the Grand Priest who is appointed to govern over all the angels, and if an angel does step out of line and breaks the rules, it is the Grand Priest, not Zeno, who decides their fate. As we saw when he eradicated Beerus before resurrecting him as immortal, which I think we are all happy that Beerus is still around in the end and one of my favorite new characters. However, this power the Grand Priest possesses might have been overlooked. The power to decide the fate of angels and eradicate beings that Zeno can't, and even resurrect them as mortals. To have that type of power does mean he stands above Zeno. Perhaps the Grand Priest was around even before him as well, hence why these types of decisions are above the Omni King. Simply put, Zeno has no jurisdiction over the world beyond. At this time, we only know of angels who come from this place, but who created them and this world? Who gave birth to both the known and unknown multiverse? Who governs all there is and watches over the 7 Zenos? If all 7 Zenos erased their timelines, who would create new ones? Would some omnipotent being who gave birth to everything hit a reset button? We have clues to such a being in existence in the creator of the Super Dragon Balls. One of the first things created over 100 million years ago, in the year 41 of the Divine Calendar by Zalama, was the Super Dragon Balls. We know that the power of the Dragon Balls is based on the power of the one who created them. We have seen limitations to wishes in the past, but with the Super Dragon Balls, there is no limit. Even universes that were erased out of existence by Zeno can be brought back. A power that literally counters Zeno's immense power. Perhaps Zalama decided he wanted a check and balance to Zeno and why he created them. If Zalama can create something that is infinite, then he must be by definition infinite as well. Perhaps he gave birth to all creation in both known and unknown worlds and set up a hierarchy to balance each other. The divine world which houses the angels as guides to the gods of destruction. The Grand Priest who oversees the world beyond and is a conduit with the known universe, so that is why he guides Zeno. Is Zalama the creator of everything? Well, one thing is for sure, he is a being that stands above Zeno. Perhaps a being that is overlooking all timelines, both the multiverse and world of the beyond of the angels. I wonder if we will get an inside visit someday and tour of this world. Perhaps if the Grand Priest needs guidance, it's Zalama he must seek out. Somewhere in the world beyond, there is a grand palace that houses Zalama, and the only person who can go there is the Grand Priest. Well, I hope you enjoyed my look into the ones that stand above Zeno, and coming up, I'll likely expand more on this idea and the divine beings. Hope everyone is doing great, and I do have a few more Dragon Ball videos planned for this week, as well as my gaming vids. I'll make sure to have Dragon Ball in the titles to avoid confusion. And as always, I'd love to hear your thoughts and theories in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to share it and smash that like button. Also, please subscribe to support the channel and turn on that notification bell to keep those theories coming.